I owe you guys an apology. My bad about yesterday. I was wrong to clickbait you guys the way that I did. I jebaited you. So I apologize. However, at the same time, I don't really regret it. And hear me out, because I know that sounds bad at first. Look, you guys gave me a much needed wake-up call yesterday. Let's just put it like that. Because most of you guys know that my goal is to hit 1 million subscribers. That's my goal right now. That's not the end goal. It's far from it, but that's the next step in reaching the end game. And my God, is it hard to do. If I can be real honest with you guys for a minute here, it's literally been the only thing that I've been thinking about since I hit 100K. Like, it keeps me up at night thinking about this, thinking about things I can do to try and get better to reach that goal, you know? And then even after it keeps me up late at night, I'll wake up a couple of times during the night, sometimes even thinking about it. Like I told you guys about that dream I had a couple days ago when LeBron James was draining the powers of Jordan Clarkson. The first thing I thought was, wow, I can't wait to wake up and make a video about this. Yeah, that kind of stuff happens all the time. These glasses right here, you know, I wear them because I've been getting headaches and my eyes started twitching. At first, I thought it was from looking at the screen all day, because that's what they said online. If you look at a screen for like 8-9 hours a day like I do, you start getting headaches and eye problems. But these things haven't been working, so I'm starting to think it's from thinking about this all the time, from the stress of this. And that's when people will tell me that you need to take a break. I don't want to do that, because as much as this stresses me out and as much as it's driving me crazy, I love it. This is what I want to do, and I enjoy the challenge of this. I enjoy the struggle. I enjoy the grind, because I know in the end, it's what's going to make hitting the goal feel that much more accomplishing. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is thank you. Thank you for roasting me yesterday. I really needed that. I had sunk in a new low in yesterday's video, and you guys told me, hey, don't do that. So yeah, thanks for that. Anyways, that turned into something much bigger than it was supposed to be, but yeah, I guess I'll just do the regular intro now. Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Exactly, back bringing some more daily NBA news. As always, thank you for coming back once again. You guys already know that you are the real MVPs, and if you're new here, if this is your first time, then I guess welcome. You guys are also greatly appreciated, but make sure that you smack that sub button and hit the bell as well, so you can stay up to date with everything that goes on in the NBA on a daily basis. But now, let's just take a look at everything that is going on in the NBA. All right, where do we begin here? We have so much to talk about that I legit don't know where to start, so I guess we'll start with the most obvious thing that happened yesterday. The Golden State Warriors won back-to-back, their second straight NBA championship, by blowing out the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 4. I mean, the game wasn't even close. It was unentertaining and it was extremely lopsided. And I guess that's what prompted Boston Celtics forward Marcus Morris to tweet out this: "At least compete like it's the finals, shaking my head." So he's implying that the Cleveland Cavaliers gave up yesterday against the Golden State Warriors, and I'd have a hard time disagreeing with that. It looked like they freaking gave up against the Golden State Warriors, which it's kind of hard to blame them, because everyone knew what the outcome of this series was going to be even before it started. But at the same time, it would have been nice to see them compete just so we could have been entertained in the slightest bit while watching that game. But Warriors coach Steve Kerr said it best after the game. Steve Kerr praises Ty Lue and LeBron for how they powered this Cavs team. The fact that they got here surprised me, frankly. Watching them, it didn't seem like they would have enough. We had more talent than they did, and talent wins in this league. Like I said, this man said it best, and I'm really happy that Steve Kerr said that he didn't say, well, you know what, I'm really proud of our guys. We went out there, we overcame this huge adversity to that great Cleveland team over there. They have a great team. I'm glad he didn't come out there and basically lie to our face. He came out and said it like it was, that he was surprised that Cavs team even made the finals, that they overachieved just by being there, because they really did. Anyways, the most interesting thing to come out of this series was the fact that Kevin Durant stole the Finals MVP award from Steph Curry. That is right, Curry has been denied his Finals MVP award for the third time. And Rachel Nichols, one of the people who voted for Kevin Durant, said it was because of this. NBA tells me that the Finals MVP vote was 7-4 KD over Steph. Gotta think Durant coming up with that near perfect game to determine the series is what swayed most voters. It's what did it for me. So Game 3, when Durant dropped like 43 points and carried the Warriors to the win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, is what won him Finals MVP. But of course, everyone is like, well, Curry was better for 3 out of the 4 games, but Durant gets it just because he was better in game 3. What happened in game 1 when Durant wasn't great and Curry was amazing and the Warriors won that game? There's huge arguments that can be made both ways, but according to Kevin Durant, it doesn't matter. And the only thing that matters is the Warriors just went back to back.
Mark Schwartz, ESPN. You know, Steph was unbelievable in this series as well as you were. 9 threes for a finals record. He closes out with 37, and he still never won a finals MVP.
Does it matter?
Does
it? We won 2 champs. We just won back-to-back. I don't think nobody even worried about that type of stuff. I'm glad that we came out and played a great game tonight. Was able to finish the series off. That's the only thing that matters to us.
Personally, I would have voted for Stephen Curry, but I guess it just wasn't meant to happen. Next up in the news, we got some huge news coming out about LeBron James after the game. As it was made known that he was basically playing the last 3 games of this series with a nearly broken hand.
Well, first question, Joe on the left side, second row.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. LeBron, we're just learning about your hand injury, and we can obviously see the brace. Can you take us through what happened and if it caused you any problems over the final 3 games?
What happened? Self-inflicted. Post-game after game 1. Very emotional. You know, for a lot of different reasons, understanding how important a game 1 is on the road for our ball club. What would that done for us? You know, the way we played, the calls that was made throughout the course of that game. And I had emotions on, you know, the game was taken away from us. I had emotions of you just don't get an opportunity like this on the road versus Golden State to be able to get a game 1. And, you know, I let the emotions get the best of me and pretty much played the last 3 games with a broken hand. So that's what it is.
And according to reports, LeBron James broke his hand by punching a chalkboard after game 1, like he said. But of course, some people are saying that he's just using this broken hand thing as an excuse for why he lost in the finals, as websites began publishing articles saying things like, did LeBron James really have a broken hand? And then following it up with this video. First off, it's not a fully broken hand. It's not like he got it smashed with a hammer and it was completely unusable. If that was the case, he wouldn't be playing in the first place. People believe LeBron James has what's called a boxer's break, meaning that he just broke one of the bones that connects his wrist to one of his fingers. Usually this happens by punching something. That's why it's most common amongst boxers. So it was painful and probably threw him off a bit, but it's not like he completely broke his hand, you know? And if he's out there playing basketball with his injured hand, dunking, blocking shots and all this other stuff, and you think all of that's fine, but you're gonna call him out for dabbing up his sons after the game, what sense does that make? How are you gonna say he's faking because he gave a handshake to his son when he just played 3 games with an injured hand? What? Anyways, for our next story, as soon as the NBA Finals ended, all attention, of course, turned to LeBron James and the decision that he is going to have to make being a free agent once again come July 1st. And other players from all around the league already began shooting their shots to try and recruit LeBron James to their team. Joel Embiid immediately tweeting out, "Trust the process, find a new slant at LeBron James." And as Cantor tweeting out a picture of LeBron in a Knicks jersey saying, "Let the fun begin, hashtag Leveland." And Spurs guard DeJounte Murray tweeting out a bunch of eyes with LeBron James in a Spurs jersey. This is about to be the wildest offseason that the NBA has ever seen. Like, if you thought last year's was crazy with all the moves that went down, you have not seen anything yet. The NBA is probably about to be unrecognizable come next year. Even Clippers guard Lou Williams acknowledges, as he tweeted out, "League gonna be real weird next year," with Thaddeus Young agreeing by saying facts. Yo, July 1st just can't get here soon enough. For our next bit of news, when it comes comes to Paul George in free agency, the only teams you hear about are the Lakers, the Thunder, the Rockets, and sometimes the Sixers as well, with the main ones of course being the Lakers and the Thunder. But Donovan Mitchell is out here looking to change that. He's looking to be the dark horse in the Paul George race, as he too started the recruiting process yesterday by tweeting out this picture of himself and Paul George with the hashtag reading National Best Friends Day. Low key, Paul George, Donovan Mitchell, and Rudy Gobert, that could be extremely nasty. Like, that would be tough. However, it would also be the second time that Russ's teammate left to the team that beat them in the playoffs. That would also be tough. And for our final story of the day, Marvin Bagley just held his workout with the Phoenix Suns yesterday. And after his workout, he was asked by the media how he feels about what DeAndre Ayton said. And Ayton said that he already knows that he's going to be the #1 pick of the NBA draft. And well, this is what Ayton had to say about that. It's disrespectful, and I use it as drive every single day. At the end of the day, this is all talk right now. Eventually, we'll have to go on the court and we'll have to play. That's where all the talking ends. Seems like a rivalry coming right into the NBA. DeAndre Ayton versus Marvin Bagley. However, I will say this. When it comes to who is going to be the #1 pick, it's most likely going to be DeAndre Ayton, mainly because he makes the most sense for the Phoenix Suns to pick. The Suns don't really need a player like Marvin Bagley, and that's no shots towards Bagley. He could become a really good NBA player, but the Phoenix Suns could just use DeAndre Ayton's skill set and the fact that they really need a center more than they need another forward. Anyways, that is going to bring us to the question of the day. Who do you guys think should have won Finals MVP? Steph Curry or Kevin Durant? Let me know down in the comment section below, but that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more daily NBA news. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see all of you right back here tomorrow, but until then, keep getting the Bucks messy, and I am out of here. Peace!